How's it going, everybody? It is Black Bolt and White Flare release weekend, so that means we've got 2 master sets to get started on. In this video, we're just going to do Black Bolt. In the next video, we'll do White Flare because they do exist kind of as 2 separate sets here. So we've got 2 poster collections, which we'll split. We've got 2 binder collections for Black Bolt here, 2 regular ETBs, and 1 Pokemon Center ETB. And if you stick around to the end of the video, we'll do a binder build on Black Bolt here in our black 12 pocket Vault-X binder. Feel free to use my code for 10% off your Vault-X purchase. But let's get to ripping this up and organize the packs, and we'll build our master set. Hopefully we can get some good pulls. Let's do it. All right, we are ready. We've got all of our packs here. What do we got? We got 4 from the poster collections, 2 sets of 5, so 10 from the binder collections, and then 9 from an ETB, 9 from an ETB, and 11 from the Pokemon Center ETB. So I've got them separated so that we can at least see if there's any difference in pulls between product, but I don't anticipate there will be. I hope that we get some good pulls. I've seen some folks have quite a bit of luck here. I'll just show off. Here's the ETB promo of Thundurus. This is from the Pokemon Center one. The regular promo is in there behind it. But we did get, 2 other promos from our other ETBs. And I don't remember if this has been a part of the poster collections before, but there's a pretty cool checklist here. It doesn't, this came with the binder collection rather, sorry. And that's pretty cool. It's got, a checklist. It doesn't have the double checklist to check off all the reverse hollows and things like that. So I always get a question about how to best take care of tracking the collection. The ETB Player's Guide is the most accessible and easiest. So let me take a look through here. See, look, this has all of the options. You've got your normal, or which is the standard card. That might be the common or the uncommon or the rare, which could be hollow. Then you've got the parallel or the reverse hollow. The little red box is for the Pokeball reverse hollow. The purple box is for the Master Ball reverse hollow. So this is going to be a gigantic set like Prismatic Evolutions was. And then we got to do it all again for White Flare. So the first and most accessible way of keeping track of the set and your progress in it is that ETB Player's Guide. The next would be an app like Dex. That's what I use and recommend. It's awesome, and you can get that on iPhone. I think they're about to release a web version. All right, on the poster collections, you get these variants. So again, there's a code card. I'll bore you for just one more second. These are not part of the master set. As you can see, these are hollow variants of common cards in the set. And what that means is, obviously we have them, we're going to put them in the binder, but you can't pull these from packs. These are promo cards from a promo collection, so they're not, technically considered part of the master set. But regardless, we're going to put them in the binder. I just mentioned that because we always get questions. Okay, enough rambling. I want to open up some of this for the first time. So we'll go into the poster collection packs and see if we can get lucky. And make some room over here for my trash pile and just get going. So we've opened up, a little bit of Black Bolt and White Flare in Japanese, and it looks like we might already have our first hit there. Yes, we do. And we have a Sandile. Nice. And a Genesect EX. So double banger in our first pack there. New energy cards as well, so we'll have to set those aside. And here's a code card. So I'll have to get a new energy set together, and I think those can also be hollow as well, just like normal with the specialty sets. But there we go. Our first English pull for Black Bolt is a Sandile, which is pretty cool. You guys tell me, does that count as an underwater Pokemon? He looks like he's swimming through the sand. So maybe we can throw that in our underwater binder. But I'm really looking forward to, and there we go. There's our first of the Pokeballs. So let's see if I can get that to show up. There you go. So there's a Pokeball Crocodile. I think there won't be as much frustration in this set, considering the Pokeballs and Master Balls as hits, or at least I hope there's not, because I know that was like actually an argument when it comes to prismatic evolutions. People, you know, didn't think the hit rates were good because nobody considered the Pokeballs and the Master Balls as hits. You know, to me they are. So I am looking forward to this set in particular, just kind of having a ton of hits. And there we go. There's our first holo energy. So I'm just going to keep a stack of the energies. I guess we'll put the holos up here. I anticipate pretty easily. Yeah, this doesn't have the set stamp on it. So, you know, I anticipate pretty easily getting a full set of those through this. If not, that's okay. They'll be easy to come by, and we'll probably put them in each binder. And we do have kind of at least a double banger hit here. So we've got a Pawniard, a Semi-Sage, and a Klinklang, just regular holo. So yeah, so far so good. I feel like I'm pulling things to put back up there quite a bit. That's an awesome illustration rare. If you like illustration rares, this set is going to be a good one. If you like Gen 5, this set is going to be a good one. But I mean, look at that. 2 poster collections, 5 hits. I am happy with that. Let's see if we get 5 hits out of 5 packs in one of the binder collections. I doubt it. So those might have just been particularly good poster collections. But I am, if you can't tell, so excited to be ripping a new English set. Man, another one already. Pokeball Ends Plan. Got a Caracosta Reverse and a Haxorus with a Holo Lightning. So I really love these specialty sets. You know, 151, Shrouded Fable. What's the Paldean Fates. And, you know, Prismatic Evolutions. This is the final set of the Scarlet and Violet era of the TCG. It is a specialty set, no booster boxes of this, and we do get a Fungus out of our first binder collection, which is awesome. I'm hoping for some of the underwater, like I said, for the aquarium binder. But I love these specialty sets. They are frustrating to find product for because you can't buy a booster box and you can't get, you know, 36 packs in one go. And, you know, that can be frustrating, especially in this environment, as we get a Cubchoo Pokeball. And that can, like I said, that can be frustrating in this particular purchasing environment. But at the same time, man, if these weren't such hard packs to come by, just these would be so much fun to open, because there's always something special with them, whether it's extra holo energies or you know, a specialty type of collection, like 151 or Prismatic Evolutions or Paldean Fates. There's always something cool about them. And man, we are just cleaning up on Pokeballs. We got the Lilligant this time, and a Molga Reverse, and a Superior EX as an actual pull. Pretty shine on that. Pretty shine on the Lilligant. We are racking up the hits. And, you know, I'm a big fan of illustration rares, so getting a set with well over 100, like with every Pokemon in an entire gen Pokedex, getting an illustration rare. I wish they had done that. We double up on our first Pokeball already. Boo. I wish they had done that with it's a holo, and so there you go. Is that like a triple hit pack? Because we got a Pokeball, we got a Reverse Energy, and we got a Meloetta EX. But I lost my train of thought. on what we were saying. That was a good binder collection. You know, we got multiple Pokeballs, 2 EXs, and 1 illustration rare with the Fungus. So I'm a big illustration rare fan. Any set where you pull them more frequently, like this one, kind of similar to Crown Zenith with the gallery. The pull rates aren't quite the same as that, I don't believe, but somebody correct me if I'm wrong. We got Lilligant, Victini, and our first better than an illustration rare hit, we've got the Superior Full Art, which we pulled in Japanese as well as one of the secret rares of one of our booster boxes. So pretty cool to just get it in a random binder collection out of 5 packs here in English. I am always a grass starter in every game. So that is who I used in my playthrough. No hit in that pack. See, that was odd. That might be one of the first packs we've had with nothing in it to set aside. So that's a fun sign. I do know it's going to be frustrating, like I said, getting the product, and that's no fun. Oh, there we go. Got what I wished for. So that is actually one of my chase cards, is this Tortuga, because look how awesome that is. I love all underwater illustration rare type cards, or full arts, or whatever you want to call them. And that is one I was hoping to pull. Like I said, we got to get them all anyway for the master set, but it's, you know, always fun to set some type of chase that is not, oh, I want the Zekrom. You know, I do. That's the one I'm actually chasing, because since we do have to get all of these regardless. Look at that, a Whirlipede. So heck of a binder collection already again, with multiple illustration rares, a full art so far. But you know, like with Destined Rivals, a lot of people had, you know, multiple chase cards, right, that were not necessarily the Mewtwo, like the Misty Psyduck or whatever. I think that's cool. I always like some random card being the chase for a particular set. All right, we're gonna have to already get our let's see, we'll do our Pokeballs right there, full arts and better right here, EX cards, Pokeballs, and illustration rares. We'll have to kind of organize our hits that way, because we've already run out of space on our little stand here. As you can see, there was nothing fancy on the inside art of the ETB cover. That's what that little black background is. That's just the inside art of the ETB cover. Usually, there's some cool art there that I like to use as a backdrop, but no such luck on this set when taking apart the ETB. So we got Pansage, Panpour, Duosion, Cover Fossil, Electric, Lilligant, and Alola, and we've got another Pokeball. No Master Ball yet. No Master Ball yet, so still hopeful we start pulling some of those. But I am happy that the Pokeballs and Master Balls are in this set after having been already a part of Prismatic Evolutions, because when I was trying to complete Prismatic Evolutions so quickly and there were so many Pokeballs and Master Balls, you know, I overpaid by trying to collect those so quickly. So like the Umbreon Master Ball, I think when I was putting that master set together, the value or price on that was like $300, something crazy like that. And now that card is down below 100. It might even be like closer to $50. So I don't know if I will finish this master set as like lickety split as I usually do. Awesome Braviary there. as I usually do, because to be honest, these are two large sets with a great number of parallel cards with the Pokeballs and the Master Balls. So I don't want to, like, on average pay $10 for a Master Ball and $2 for a Pokeball when, you know, in a couple weeks the Pokeballs might be under $1 a piece and the Master Balls might all be under $5 a piece or something like that. Save a few exceptions. There's our first Master Ball as we get a Dwebble. So again, really having fun opening this already. Not just because it's fun to open English. Actually, here, take a look at that. See, there's the Master Ball parallel. And Dwebble is our first. So good ETB so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 packs still left. So we've opened 4 packs and all those hits. Again, I know when you're opening, if you're not opening to master set the set, you may not consider these Pokeballs and Master Balls as hits per se. I do, just because, like I said, I think they're intended to be, and I do think I need them anyway for the master set. That's what I like to collect for, is completing full sets. And to me, a set like this has incredible pull rates because of considering that part of the hits in the box or in the pack. And we're kind of racking up. So this is a fun opening experience, I guess, is what I'm saying. Like the fun cost of this set. If you can get your hands on the packs for MSRP, then, you know, this is a good one to rip for fun. I don't know what the values are going to be if you're a value focused person. I'm not, because I got to collect it all anyway. But I did get all of this at MSRP, by the way, so that's why the video is a little bit late. So I randomly had to go on a work trip, so I could not do what I was hoping to do, which was like find any shady person who would sell to me the set early. And I was, whatever, I would pay the stupid price, and you know, upload a video early for you guys and get started on the master set early, so that on Friday of release, I could focus on going to my shop and buying singles and doing a video for that. That didn't work out because I had to go on a work trip, and I don't think anybody around here was selling anything early anyway. So that's okay though. I was able to get all of these pre-orders from the Walmart app or whatever. So decent ETB. We got an EX, 2 Pokeballs, a Master Ball, 3 Pokeballs, a Master Ball, only 1 illustration rare in there. So we had much better luck illustration rare wise in the non-ETB products. So here is our second regular ETB. And I hope through one of these openings, whether it's Black Bolt or White Flare, that we are able to pull a special illustration rare. You know, we're not opening like a great number of packs because, like I said, these did all come MSRP, got them from Walmart, and was lucky to get those pre-orders in. I did have to wait for them all to get delivered. Today is Saturday, so actually the day after release. So I'm gonna record both videos tonight and edit Black Bolt today, get it up tomorrow. I don't think you'll have to wait very long for White Flare, maybe 1 day, 2 days. So I'll get the White Flare video going as well. And then I'll be, in the meantime, I'm already talking with some of my buddies who have opened up packs to see what they've pulled, what extras they got. And I'm, you know, already doing the thing, trying to collect all the cards for the master set. So far, not a good ETB here. But I usually have pretty decent luck in the Pokemon Center ETBs. So let's see if we get something there. Maybe it's just the extra 2 packs feels better, you know, for the hit rates. But like I said, I'm going to be going up to my shop looking for any Pokeballs, any Master Balls, anything reverse hollows, anything we don't have to just get that binder filled out as quickly as possible. We are getting smoked in this ETB. So absolutely just 2 hits of Pokeball and a regular EX so far. Let's see if the back of the ETB has the better hits. Looks like we got something back there. We got another double up on a Pokeball, I believe, and a cool Cinchino, Thunderous. So at least we got an illustration rare there. I don't know. I haven't checked the values of everything yet to see where they're settling, because I don't want to be sick to my stomach paying, you know, $700 or whatever for 2 copies of the same red Victini because it's in both sets. That's going to be miserable, but, you know, maybe we'll get lucky and pull one of those black and white rares. But so far, I think we are already seeing double ups. So that's no good, especially in sets this large. We don't want any double ups. Yeah, this has not been a great ETB. Yikes. We got an Excadrill full art though. So far the best we've pulled from anything is a couple full arts. Other than the illustration rares, I don't anticipate, you know, value-wise. I'm talking rarity-wise there, because I anticipate value-wise most of the illustration rares being more expensive than the full arts. Venipede, Pokeball, Pidove, Beartic, and nothing. So yeah, not the best ETB there. We got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits out of 9 packs there. But again, most of those are just Pokeballs and regular EXs. So only 1 illustration rare. Let's see if we get a little bit better with the last of our packs here. We got 11 packs left. Guess we can organize these. So Pokeballs, regular EX cards, Master Balls, Pokeballs. So lots of those, to be honest. And like I said, that's a healthy stack of illustration rares and stuff over there. All right, last ETB. Let's get some luck going. Really, really want to see a special illustration rare. Just to take a little bit of the edge off of, you know, buying and trading all of these singles. So I guess we can talk about that, which is how I'm going to like afford completing this. A lot of you guys, I see the comments all the time, are under the impression that I'm just like super wealthy. I trade, I do anything I can to like transfer value to the master set. So I have a boatload of, for example, Lorcana sealed product that I just had from when I was collecting Lorcana heavily. And so like I've got like 4 first chapter booster boxes that I have set aside, and those are like $300 a piece, right? So because of that, I can transfer, I could sell those for, you know, more than I paid, as we get a double pack here. Awesome. Haxorus. That's cool. And a Haxorus Hollow behind it. Nice. So I'll be probably selling, trading, other things. I got a ton of Lego from collecting that stuff that has gone up in value. I don't like invest in those types of things by any stretch of the imagination, but I just am irresponsible with my money and buy more than I open. So I have some sealed products set aside for like giveaways and stuff that I could also use for trade bait for everybody's cards and stuff like that. So I'm going to try to complete these as cheap as possible, just because it's 2 large sets at one time. So I do like to have the master set finished before the next set releases, right? So I want to finish this before the Mega Evolution base set. And I will, I think. Shouldn't have too much trouble. I don't believe completing this. The supply honestly seems plentiful, and it's fun to open, and there's nothing in here I don't believe it's like super valuable. Like those black and white rares, I anticipate being multiple hundreds of dollars a piece. The Reshiram and Zekrom special illustration rares, I imagine, will be a couple $100 a piece, if not more. So, you know, there's some expensive stuff to chase, which incentivizes people to open it. That's an awesome Volcarona from Akira Yagawa. And an Ends Plan full art. So another double hit pack. That's pretty cool. So much better luck so far with the Pokemon Center ETB. And yeah, so we will for sure be just turning over all the stones, trying to complete this. Trade, buy singles. If I can find more to open, I'll open more. You know, the chances of me pulling duplicates are relatively low for the actual hit stuff. So until we, you know, actually start buying some singles and filling out the binder. So I'm not too worried about that. The difficulty of completing this set. I think people will be incentivized to open the set, and there will be plenty of singles around my area or on TCG Player, and I don't think they're going to be like too crazy in price for the bulk of things. And there are so many cards to collect here that I can focus on those things first, right? I can focus on, say, the Pokeballs, and then I can focus on the Master Balls, and I can focus on the illustration rares, or whatever order we want to do it in. And by that time, I hope some of the prices of the more expensive special illustration rares will have come down. Who knows, though? Could just be where I am a big dum-dum and do what I normally do and want to complete everything as fast as possible and overpay for it and blah, blah, blah. So we got at least a regular EX back here in our penultimate pack. And it looks like that's just what it's going to be, is the Superior EX, which hopefully is not what we're ending on, but if so, this has still been, I think, a pretty decent ETB. So let's see, we got a Carablast, Golett, Pawniard, Tynamo, Prism Energy, Darmanitan, Scolipede. We got a Crustle Pokeball. No illustration rare to finish it off, but a Victini Hollow. So Crustle Pokeball finishes off our ETB. Pokemon Center ETB had in 11 packs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hits in 11 packs, including 2 illustration rares and the Ends Plan. So not bad. Okay, let's organize all of this and start sorting all of our cards and filling out the binder. Okay, so not bad. The binder layout is pretty simple this time around. Honestly, every card has 4 parallels between the common, uncommon, or rare, plus its reverse, Pokeball, Master Ball. So those all just get their own row. The EX cards are so few that they're easy to pull, so I'm just going to quadruple them up so that they have their own row as well. So we pulled the entire set, the mainline set, except a couple of the EXs. So you'll see a few blank rows there for those. Obviously have a boatload of work to do on the illustration rares and special illustration rares and full arts. So all of the secret rares. I did not bother separating out any of the trainer cards because since these are pages of 12 and there are only 3 parallels of those, no Master Balls, they lined up perfectly by ending on this page. So all full arts, or illustration rares rather, can start right here. So all secret rares are going to start right here on this page. And there is enough space in this binder, and I believe there will be, this is an XL binder, but there's enough space in this binder and the white flare binder that we're going to use to fit the entire set with a page to spare. So pretty easy. And we'll get started with white flare next. Thanks everybody. Subscribe to see the white flare binder and watch as we complete this master set. Have a good one.